Welcome, everybody. It is Monday night, which means it is time for more Wild Beyond the Witchlight. And we're going to get into that. But first, I got a lot of stuff I got to get to announcement wise. So bear with me, as we say. All right. Let's start off with the not so fun stuff because that's what we got to do. As most of you who have watched any of my shows in the past or knows me know that I am a dad. I've got 3 plus 2 ready-made kids, as my mom likes to call them. I've got 5 kids. I've got 1 in chorus, 1 in band, 2 going into soccer. My life is a constant running mess of taking care of things with kids in school and making sure that I'm attending meetings and all this stuff. As such, I can't devote the time that I would like to running this game. So for tonight, this will be the last game for a bit. We're going to be on hiatus. Monday nights will be open. If there's somebody who would like to brave and step in and fill that spot is open. I hate to do that because I dedicate myself to being the DM that's always there, but I'm also a human being and I have a lot of stuff that takes a toll on me. Many of you watching may have heard that my dad passed. He passed away on Thanksgiving Day. Um, and that's taken a toll of a different type. And the only way that I can see to move forward right now is that I have to put this show on standby until such a time as I can dedicate more time to it on a regular basis. Right now, it's so sporadic that it's just hard to do. That is the bad news. And that is all behind us. We'll let everybody know as soon as we get word when we will be back up and running with any regular length. I am going to finish this campaign come hell or high water live on Twitch, no matter what. That is my goal. All right. Thank you all, and I appreciate your understanding. Now let's get into some fun shit because that's what I'm here for. Let's start with one of the first things that we're going to talk about. I have the pleasure of working with this young person and turn over the reins to Otter, and he has done some great shit. One of the things that he did was to come up with merchandise. As a matter of fact, if you'll go to the about, but at the bottom of the page, if you'll scroll down, you can not only see that they're the items looking right there, you get a selection of what you can see. There's sweatpants, there's a hat, there is a beanie, a pullover hoodie, and a zip-up hoodie. I love the one image of that hoodie. Looks like it's saying, "Come at me, bro." There are journals with ruled lines in them. There is a desk mat. There is a mouse pad, both square and circular. There is, all kinds of stuff there. Those are available now and will be available until such a time as they are not. But all of the merchandise is up and available. Prices are listed. I feel like we talked about it, and these are really, really reasonable. I kind of want to get one of those desk mats because those things look fucking cool. So, yes. Okay. I just got word from the Void that the zip up hoodie is having an issue on their side with the sizes, but that should be updated soon and should be rectified. I love all of them, and as a big supporter of of our stuff, that being Otter's sister of Otter, one of everything, please. So uh, we are excited to have that, and I'm glad to see that it's there. Again, if you scroll down here, Otter Sisterson, if you scroll down, there is a window with arrows on it. You can scroll back and forth through all the different merchandise that's available. There we go. Hey, you got it working. Good job. All right, merch, and I'm excited for it. Otter has done a great job with all of this stuff, and I am excited every time he says, "Hey, I got a plan." The next thing I want to talk about, December 6th, last week, Dragonlance, Shadow of the Dragon Queen. I gotta remember that's the name of it. But the new Dragonlance stuff dropped, as well as earlier. The source material on December 1st was updated for one D&D playtest, which does away with the word race and goes to species, which it should have been. It should have been all along, because they're not races, they're species. But regardless of, Shadow of the Dragon Queen is out. One D&D playtest has been updated. Go check out both of those things if you can. On top of that, let's talk about the next thing. Now, I'm such a big fan of Dragonlance. Those were like some of the first books I ever read. Those were really what got me into D&D. And Kryn holds a special place in my heart. Forgotten Realms will always be my go-to, but Kryn holds a special place. So what I'm about to talk about is so important and big to me that I'm just glazing over the fact that they dropped the Dragonlance Shadow of the Dragon Queen book. So let's talk about a game that I have been excited for, and that is Baldur's Gate 3. I have played Baldur's Gate, Baldur's Gate 2. I have played Icewind Dale. I have played all of the games that came out in this genre, including Neverwinter and Neverwinter Nights, and Neverwinter Nights 2. All those, I don't lump them in with this though, but the Baldur's Gate series and the Baldur's Gate 2, especially Baldur's Gate 1 and 2, were such a big influence on me and my friends. It's one of our first things that we got to play together and join up and play over a LAN party. The newest patch, patch 9, is being released on the 14th. On the 14th, they are doing a panel from hell, which is what they call theirs, release panels and things. And its title is Holy Night, Knight, which means the Paladin is coming out. More importantly, the Paladin is coming, but we actually have a release date for the game, August of 23. That didn't say when specifically in August. It just said August of 23. Knocking on all the wood that I can find, hoping that that will be the release date. That is exciting. And the newest trailer, oh man, the new trailer, go check it out. It looks great. They did a little bit of a teaser before they dropped the trailer. And the teaser was after the effects in the story of Baldur's Gate 1 and 2, two of the main characters from that game who join you, Minsk and his miniature giant space hamster, Boo, were turned to stone and stood as a statue in Baldur's Gate in honor of their heroics. The trailer showed a wild magic hitting the statue, and you see the eyes of the statue glow as though he's being rendered back to flesh. Let's jump to the newest trailer. It has one of the other characters from Baldur's Gate 1 and 2, Jaheira, the fighter druid, who plays a big part in Baldur's Gate 1 and in Baldur's Gate 2 to some degree. The narrator that you've been hearing throughout this story, the voice that has been narrating the story for you is Jaheira. You not only do you get to see her, but the trailer shows 3rd level spells, meaning it's showing 5th level. Does that mean we'll get 5th level from this panel from hell? I doubt it. But the effect of fireball, lightning bolt, and fly look amazing, and I am so excited to see it. A lot more coming with like changing the body shape and stuff like that, because they have a barbarian that's on there who looks jacked as all hell, and he is clearly body modified. Another thing too is that they one of the things that we all kind of glazed over, and it became a big point of contention with the new movie coming out, which I'm excited for. A druid turned into an owlbear in the movie, or in the trailer, right? And everybody said, oh, they can't turn into druids. Or the druids can't turn into owlbears. It can't happen. They can't. But if you'll remember, in Baldur's Gate 3, if you cast Speak with Animal, you can talk to the owlbear. Now, in D&D 5th edition, for the Monsters Manual, they're classified as monstrosities. However, you wouldn't be able to use Speak with Animal on an owlbear if it was a monstrosity. Therefore, Baldur's Gate 3 has reclassified the owlbear as an animal or a beast, meaning that you can transform into an owlbear. And you actually see that in the trailer. You see a druid turning into an owlbear, and it is banana pants. All of this is coming out. The Panel from Hell, Holy Night, is coming up on the 14th. The pre-release patch is up. Go read the notes on it. It's really cool looking. I'm excited about it. The other thing that they talked about is the collector's edition. Let me tell you what the collector's edition has in it. 32 stickers, cute chibi mind flayers, characters from the game, like Shadowheart doing an angry face and Gale winking at everybody. 32 stickers, a game certificate marking yours as one of whatever. 160-page hardcover art book, a Steam code for the game, a collector's edition box, Origin character sheets, so with really cool images and art in it, a key ring that is actually the tadpole that gets put into your face, a cloth map of the entire area, an oversized metal D20 that looks like the D20 that gets rolled in game, and in the center of it all, a Mind Flayer versus a Drow battle diorama. The diorama is 25 centimeters in height. Pretty darn cool. Now, it does have a price tag because it is a collector's edition. It's $270, but it is the collector's edition certificate, the Mind Flayer versus the Drow battle diorama, the hardcover art book, the tadpole keyring, the big oversized D20, character sheets, a set of 4-page D&D character sheets for each Baldur's Gate 3 origin character. 200 anyway. Stickers, 32 die-cut vinyl inspired by Baldur's Gate 3 stickers, include adorable custom illustrated characters and Larian Warrior logo. Of course, the game, a cloth map of Faerun, Magic the Gathering booster pack. So yeah, it's got a lot in there. Now, again, like I said, it's $270. So I just got to figure out who I need to schmooze with. But I'm excited to see that. You can get that now. It's on sale right now. And again, the game goes live in August of 2023. The official date to be decided, but in August 2023. There you go. And that's when it will all ship. I've covered a lot of stuff. some good. We got new merch, Baldur's Gate 3 stuff. I am excited, and I cannot wait to see what more comes of that. In the meantime, you guys came here to listen to us play a game. So, without further ado, let's jump into tonight's episode of The Wild Beyond the Witchlight. When last we met, our party had met some Korreds, learned how to dance, and were told to be taken to the Fey Beacons, where they met with the Prince Aligarthus. Prince Aligarthus had an issue. He was trying to climb to the top of the Fey Beacons, light the beacon, get back down, right across the pond or the lake there, and get to the other side to run up and light another beacon. But the whole time, he's being taunted by these Perytons. Now, he tells the party the Perytons were once a troupe of actors called the Greyhawk Mummers. She invited them to Motherhorn, where they performed pantomimes. The prince told them that he attended several performances, and when their popularity made them haughty and difficult to control, Endel locked them up. When they begged to be set free, the hag honored their request by releasing them into the wild, but only after she turned them into Perytons. The transformation deprived them of speech, yet they retained their theatrical behavior. He requested that the party try to find some way to help him to light the beacons, distract the Perytons in some way. Party, what have you come up with?
Fantastic question.
You know that they perform pantomime, they are mummers, they are a troupe.
We could try to get them to perform for us.
Ooh, a show. That sounds fun.
That sounds promising. We could throw a show for them too if they seem like they're resistant to wanting to do that.
Are we just going to let our new friend here light the beacons by himself, though?
Aligarthus looks and says, I can do it as long as I have enough time. If you're all placating the mummers, then I can find my way to light the beacons.
So, on average, how long would it take, if you could estimate and theorize, of how long would it take for you to light up all of the fires? This kind of depends on how long we're having to keep these mummers occupied?
I would say climbing up and down, moving at my fastest. About an hour.
Oh,
And what if
oh, go ahead, because of what?
what if one of us lit one beacon, you lit one beacon, and the rest of us kept them entertained? Could we cut down on time?
Of course. I would accept help from any of you. But the key thing is to make sure that they are well entranced, thoroughly distracted.
I mean, I can be fast.
Yeah, he's pretty squirrely. Utterly?
Squirrely, otterly squirrely.
Noodly.
Yeah, I would recommend Noodle here.
And I
Take your-
salute.
I will take your recommendation. So, what's the plan then?
Is there anything I need to be aware of or concerned of, heading up to one of these?
No, they're perfectly fine. The only thing to be concerned about or worry about are the creatures. The any motions to the winged creatures above you.
And just for my own recollection, how big are these Perytons?
That is a great question. Hold on just one second and I will tell you.
For some reason, my brain is
Medium.
like, okay. My brain, for some reason, was like rock sized, and I was like, I feel like that's too big.
Yeah, no, they're medium size.
Rock size.
Because there's 8 of them. I mean, could you imagine 8 rocks up there?
Oh, you're not lighting up those beacons.
Sounds like you're not getting home this way, fella.
That sounds like a personal problem.
I hate it for you, son. I got 99 problems, but them rocks ain't one.
I support you in your endeavor, but I want no part of
That's
You problem now.
right. That is
Not
absolutely
my
a you
job.
problem.
We're only here for moral support now. That's all.
You're all
We
down
sh-
there just clapping.
Yeah, exactly.
It's
crap,
got
I
that
think I left
same
the
energy
oven on.
as Styx walking into that door, looking in and going, no, just closing it.
Yep, just looking in and going, ooh. No.
He's like, that ain't it. Nope, don't like
Listen,
that.
It was scary.
Well,
if you survive to make a second decision, it's not cowardice, it's good planning or good forethought.
Exactly.
All right,
well,
so my
I
good
don't
forethought
mind lending a hand with some speed. But how do we plan on keeping them busy while you and I go take care of the beacons?
I like the idea of asking if they want to perform anything. Pantomime.
Well, from what I know of them, their nature, their haughty nature, they might be convinced.
Ooh, talent show.
That would be a great start. If all else fails, we can throw a performance of our own, or we just knock them
Are
out.
you proposing a dance battle?
Oh, I haven't had one of those in a hot minute. It's been probably over 100 years since I've broken down, busted a move on the dance floor.
Ooh, I better stretch.
Picture Fanny like breakdancing.
I'm just picturing Jay stretching like Woody Harrelson at the beginning of White Men Can't Jump. She's out there doing calisthenics, like got his ankle held up, stretching his hammies out.
Gotta get those gams ready for some dancing.
Stretching left to right, like hand over the head kind of thing.
He's a maniac. Maniac!
Whoa.
On the floor.
Oh my god, I love all of you.
I suddenly have a burning need to see Art of Fanny breakdancing.
With the
Just cutting a
leotard and the
rug.
leg warmers and sitting in a chair with
Yeah.
a bottle of not bottle, a bucket of water pouring
Yeah.
down on her. Got it.
Oh, goodness.
Wilbur off in the corner just with his head in his hand.
Oh, yep.
All right. So, what's your plan, guys?
This is how she hooked me so many years ago. I remember like it was yesterday.
That's right.
Just off in the corner watching Fanny.
A gleam in his eye and a. Well, anyway.
I think we need to get their attention first. We need to get probably a good distance away from Team Fire. Mhm.
Team Fire.
So plan A is lure them down, ask if they want to perform. Plan B is perform for them.
Plan C is beat them up.
Kill them.
Knock them out. Oh, we'll kill them, but
I mean,
the sticks.
Well,
Sticks
this
after blood.
conversation escalated quickly.
did.
All right. So, you gonna call them down to have them perform for you?
Should we get a move on before they do that?
Yep. We'll give you some distance. Give enough in some time.
Aligarthus looks at you and says, Archilus and Morsha are the leaders. Call out to them. Archilus and Morsha are the leaders. If you call out to them, you can get their attention.
Can you spell those names?
Archilus. And Morsha is Mortia.
Thank you.
You're welcome. All right. So, Team Fire, Aligarthus gives you a very solemn nod and runs off to head up to light his beacon.
I'm gonna look at him and nod and like hobble walk, like kind of wobbly away, and then just take off the other direction.
All you hear is the sound of like Scrabble and Scree underneath his paws. Just... All right. Who's gonna call out to the birds?
You want to do it, Fanny? You're the cutest one here.
I think, Noodle's not here, so I feel like the cute one is out there, and then I think the second cutest would be, Willer and you.
I turn to look at him. I kind of squint, shake my head, look back at Fanny.
What's that look for, Sticks? Willerin is very cute.
I'll just shrug.
And
Wait.
got quite a beautiful appearance, and would probably really attract the mummies. The mummers down.
What it-
Attracting the
wait.
mummies is a whole other show.
Oh yeah, maybe they
Eh,
like the sparkles.
Yeah, it's not like
Anything wrong with my sparkles?
ooh.
No.
Oh.
Sound like a question.
eh, what I'm saying is when you are a performer, and I think that you would be best in, I guess, relating with them, knowing what to say. Maybe if you're not comfortable, you don't have to do this.
No, no, I don't mind. I mean, I usually perform myself with a troupe, but I suppose we're getting so just so I'm aware of the task at hand. Step 1, see if they'll perform.
Mhm.
No. No, step 1, call them down. No, I think I've got it. Never mind. Okay, I don't see why not. I'm sure I've got something that could catch their attention.
Yes, and I know that reciprocity and all that. If they are wanting a trade of some sort, I would say a trade of your skills as well, and I can aid you just like in the performance at the carnival, if it comes
Yes.
to it.
Yes, we can do that. We can try. I don't see why not. How far up are they? Are they like way up?
I mean, they're at the top of the beacons, which is, I mean, it's not out of earshot, but you kind of have to raise your voice to get to them.
Okay. Perfect. I was trying to see.
Yeah, show off them pipes.
Shove them pipes.
Let me
Might
hear
I
it.
do? Okay. All right. Then I will call up to them, or at least to see if I can catch at least one of their attentions,
Mhm.
and I'm trying to figure out what to say. I'll probably just start with something along the lines of excuse me. Hey, excuse me. Can we speak for just a moment?
8 pairs of eyes stare down at you. You watch as a larger one of them, like, claws its way to the edge of where they're perched and chortles, and then starts to fly down in your direction.
Okay.
As you watch that happen, you recognize that the others are following suit. They are flying down in your direction.
Oh, perfect.
All 8 of them.
Oh, okay. Well, I didn't expect all of you at once, but hello. We were wondering. We got the chance to sort of well, we're wondering if you would be willing to perhaps perform for us.
You watch as this leader amongst them tilts his head one direction and then the other direction, and then picks his wing and folds it in as if to say, like, maybe.
I've definitely heard nothing but good things when it comes to performances. So I would be very interested, and I'm sure my companions would be interested as well.
Absolutely.
I'm
I
not along.
you see, I myself have performed with the circus for quite some time, and I tend to be very excited about new acts that I haven't seen before.
It seems to have piqued its interest. It looks at the others, and you watch as they nod their heads slowly. You get the indication that they are willing to perform.
Oh, how exciting!
Ooh, a
Please, is
show.
there anything we can do to help set up, or do you just want to go for it?
Um, he moves his arm. It like shakes its wings at you to indicate, step back, move back,
Oh,
give
okay.
them room, that sort of thing. But other than that, it doesn't. It's like that's it. It's like it wants you to move back, and that's all.
Okay.
Ooh, I'm excited, actually.
Ooh, I'm ready.
Are you ready? All right. As you step back and wait, the performance that kicks off is unique. It's interesting. It's not bad. It's actually pretty good. For Perytons that are dancing and moving and pantomiming, it's good. Um, it's unique, but you take it that it's a story about two lovers torn apart because of a fight, a war that's going on, and they drastically try to search for one another. Him leaving the battlefield behind and her going to the battlefield, and then realizing that she has gone back to the battlefield. She goes, or he goes back to the battlefield learning that she went there. She learned that he was released and leaves to go back home to try to find him again. And they pass each other by minutes, missing each other as their wagons take them on. And the play goes on to talk about how they fight back against odds to find one another, and they finally do connect, and they are touted as heroes for all that they've done. The whole thing takes over an hour.
Beautiful. So beautiful.
I
In
start
that
clapping.
in that time, as they finish up, they all step back and they bow, and
I start clapping.
you start clapping.
Yes.
I will also clap.
It's beautiful.
Amazing.
All right.
Without
Wonderful.
words, I felt the emotion. I felt the story. Oh,
Yeah,
They-
would she said.
okay, so you're all clapping
Yes.
And crying.
and crying.
yeah.
Oh. In the meantime, slinking up and down the towers and lighting the beacons, as they finally finish, they bow. They take several bows as you are all clapping and cheering and clapping and crying, and you watch as Archilus, the largest of them, steps forward. You can see something clutched in his claw. He holds it out for you, like offering something to you.
I'll step up.
All right. As you step up, it releases it. And as you do, you realize that it's this odd shaped horn looking thing.
Oh.
Yep. It's this odd looking horn.
The musician in me.
Doesn't
But
look like you can play it. It's not a
Oh.
playable
Oh.
horn. It's like the horn of a creature.
oh,
It's
was it a
white
war
and
horn?
pearlescent,
it's so pretty.
and
Okay.
it spirals up to a point.
Oh, thank you. I'm gonna try and see if I can find something to return to in turn gift to them. If I can search my bags and see what I have.
You offering, as you are looking through your bag,
Mm.
you feel a wing kind of buffet you a little bit.
Oh.
And as you look up, it shakes its head back and forth.
Oh, just a gift. Are you sure?
It nods its head up and down.
Oh, well, thank you.
It
This
takes
is very
one more
lovely.
bow. It takes
But-
one more bow, and as it does, they all fly away.
Oh. As they're leaving, I'll call out another thank you, and it was lovely to see them perform.
All right. As you finally light the last of the beacons, nothing happens.
Well done. I have a very important question.
Yes, you
For
may
Noodle.
ask.
For me,
Does Noodle belly slide his way back down?
you'll have to find out.
Okay.
You don't hear a
Noodle-
pitter patter, you just hear a whoosh as it comes sliding by.
Noodle, as you guys gather back down at the base, you realize that all of them are lit, but nothing is happening. Aligarthus looks, and he looks at you, and he goes, I thought as much. I thought that if I had help, possibly it could work. But it looks like I have to be the one to light them. Thank you, friend. And you watch as he goes back up and painstakingly, but faster than you realize, he lights all 8 of the beacons. As he comes back down, beneath the light of all the beacons, you see reflected in the mirror-like surface of the lake a forest of ancient trees shrouded in mist. Aligarthus bows to you and then jumps into the lake. As he plunges into the water, ripples fan out across its surface. After a moment, the forest scene fades away, and the beacons woof, 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 go out, one by one.
What the heck just happened?
Do we just hope that he's gone home, or do you think he's drowned and failed his quest?
I go stick my face in the water and see if he's under there.
You don't see anybody in the water.
Well, he's not he's not in the water.
Suppose that's a good thing then.
That was a good run. I haven't done that in ages.
You should have seen the performance they put. It was so beautiful. Oh gosh, I'm starting to mist up again just thinking about it.
Did
All
you
right.
guys have to counter perform, or was it just a singular performance?
They just performed for us.
Crazy,
Oh.
really? I was prepared to pull out all the stops.
I mean, who's saying you can't?
Well, I'll have to, I have to save my secret dance moves for another time. Can't spoil it for everybody. Okay.
Well, where to?
Forward. Wait. Oh, do we still have? Oh, did we have people
Mhm.
with us?
You did. You have Clapper. You have Clapperclaw. You
Yeah.
have
Squirt?
Squirt. You have Amador and Pollinella,
Alanella, okay.
as well as Gleam. Amador says to you, "Well, that was quite a performance. Reminds me of a love that I once had. Is long gone. C'est la vie.
Oh.
C'est la vie. It is all in the past. Should we take care of the Briganox for our new Korred friends? Go have a conversation with them. They
That
like,
was at Lockberry, yeah?
the mines? No, the Lockberry Hinge is where our Korred friends were. The Korreds say the Briganock have a mine over in the direction, and he points over here in this direction. Or I'm pinging it on the map.
Yep.
Perhaps
Well-
they can give us access to Indolin.
Well, they were certainly nice to us.
This is true. You did make some rather new friends. Perhaps we can make more. What say you?
Sounds like a good direction to go. What's everybody think?
Like that. Just making this place a better place. It just
Making this place a better place. That's absolutely correct.
Turning this
Words.
place into a better one.
Yeah. Because it's just been so bleak lately, and I know that it's just not the same, especially with those three in charge.
So I will lead the way.
Yep.
Sure.
Follow me. And he starts off his little march towards the Briganock mine down here.
I mime his march behind him.
As you walk, it is a quiet jaunt through there. And nothing seems to occur. Eventually, you find yourselves. Hang on one second. Somebody came to visit me and threw socks at me. As you approach, you hear the sound of tiny pickaxes and hammers chipping away at stone. Deep. It emanates from the mouth of a cave that has fingers of rock reaching skyward above it. Statues of irate, hairy creatures with cloven hooves, looking very much like Korred, are positioned so that they lean around trees and peer over boulders, all staring balefully at the cave entrance. The entrance to the mine is just ahead of you. It's a little on the shorter side, but you can all step into it.
It's a really
Wow,
nice
this
session.
cave is so spacious.
I know, right? It's
Don't hit your head now.
quite cozy.
Looking at the two tall folk, this isn't for you.
So this is what I'm talking about. I can actually, if there's a door in here, I can reach the doorknob.
Isn't that nice? I love it, At.
I would say it's actually like, yeah,
Fun size.
you might even be considered tall in here.
No.
It's the scene from Wonka and the Chocolate Factory where they walking down the hallway and they progressively get shorter as they go.
I bumped my head at least 3 times.
Yeah, at least 3 times.
At least, at minimum.
Hmm.
I'm like crouch walking.
Yeah, it's duck crawling it in there.
Mhm.
Yep. Okay. Everybody else following?
Mhm.
All right. As soon as you step inside the cave, all of the tapping, the hammering, all of the noise stops.
Oh,
As you proceed a little bit further, the sound of hammering resumes, coming up from the depths. It's actually like 8 feet high in here, but it's only 3 feet wide. The tunnels corkscrew into the ground. Clearly, they made it big enough to accommodate some sort of beast of burden. As you go in, you continue in. After about 10 minutes, I need everybody to give me a Constitution saving throw.
Ooh.
ooh.
Ooh,
Uh-oh.
Constitution.
First roll of the day.
17.
Mm.
Okay, so Fanny, that's a 7.
Yep.
Six, that's a 17. Jay has an 18.
Woo.
What did Willowren have?
17.
Okay. What did Noodle have?
60.
The rhythmic tink, 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 tink. You feel drowsy. Is anybody immune to magical sleep?
No.
Not that I'm aware of.
Nope, I
Nope.
fall asleep on the sofa when the TV's on.
Without even
Sleepy guy.
realizing it, you all fall asleep, dozing off to the rhythmic tapping of the miners.
Oh, that's some nice music.
I like this more than my white noise. Whoa. I'm just gonna.
I'm just
Yeah,
propped
I
up
just-
on my staff, just like standing.
From crouch walking to crawling to slowly laying down.
You are all fast asleep. You don't know how long you slept, but when you awake, you try to move and you feel something pulling against you, holding you down to the ground. Looking, you can see that there are ropes, Perytons, and other things pinned to the ropes, holding all of you in place. You are all currently restrained and prone.
Oh, where are we?
Can we see anything of our surroundings?
Yeah, as you look up, you can see that there's a human standing in your midst. Tall, slender human, clad in dark leather armor. Their friendly face brightly illuminated by a tiny wisp of light that floats next to a mouse-sized creature perched on the human's shoulder. Greetings, trespassers, says the human with a smile. Did anyone ever teach you how to knock?
How does one
Creature-
knock on a cave?
He reaches over, looking at you, never breaking eye contact, and like taps on the stone nearby. Highest perception score. Anybody have a 14? Passive?
13.
Not it.
14.
14?
I've got
Not-
14.
Not only do you see a little mouse-sized creature on his shoulder, but you can see that there are two more of these creatures, one tucked comfortably in a belt pouch, the other one peering over the rim of his left boot. He introduces himself as Molliver, Molliver. These are my friends. The one down there is named Zarly, and the one in the belt's named Oila. Now, what brings you here? Well,
5 more minutes.
Do you have coffee?
No. I've got questions and you've got answers.
Why are we here?
That's a great question. You look over to see Amador. The only one that's not asleep, but you don't see her, is Gleam. She seems to be hidden somewhere. As you guys look around, he says, "So, were you sent here by the evil Korreds to slay the Briganox and take their stones?"
No, I think we just came to talk.
Oh, sure. And while you're talking, the little one there, and he points at Noodle, looks like he could pop 2 or 3 of them in his mouth before he gets tired.
I think he prefers to drink.
You look over to Noodle, and I'm like trying to get my face over to my urn of.
Or just trying to get a
Of drink.
drink.
Give the man a drink.
This is not the time, man. All right.
I'm thirsty
So-
when I wake up.
Thirsty when I stand. Just pretty much thirsty all the time, man. So
That could be diabetes.
you has it. So what lie are you gonna tell me that you weren't sent here by the Korred? You wanna talk? It's a likely story.
I mean, I'd tell you straight up if I was here to kill you.
That's true. Yep.
Yeah.
Very.
Uh-huh.
Is that's
I just like how everybody's encouraging that line of thought. Yeah, absolutely would.
look here. We weren't sent by the Korreds. We actually were able to make some unlikely friends along the way. And Nega and I, we actually made friends with the Korreds, and then we made friends with some big mummer birds that performed for us. And it was really, heartwarming. And so it was a matter of like, who else can we have some nice company with around here that's been going through some rough stuff? Because lately, because of the rule of those 3 hags and the magic and wonder of Zabelna being gone, you have to find happiness and light some way, and the best way is actually making companionship with those that you live around instead of fighting.
Give me a persuasion check.
Okay.
And remember, your boon is still in effect.
Oh,
So you have proficiency with the next interaction.
did that one go through? I don't know. Nope. Okay, hold on. Boop. Boop.
Whoa. He looks at you. He looks at the little Briganok on his shoulder. And he says, not normally inclined to speak to those who don't come in here with proper announcements, but it seems as though you're telling me the truth. I believe you. And as he does, he kind of motions to them. And they release you. You hear the sounds of the ropes little snapping and things like that. Sorry for that. It seems as though we have to take caution. Ever since Creeping Lynn kidnapped the brigand, our best architect, Golma, he's toiling away now in Motherhorn, designing new contraptions for the hag. The Korreds provide Creeping Lynn with locks of their magic hair, which she uses to build her contraptions. And, the Briganox will work their minds at all hours because they know the noise aggravates the Korreds. It's cheeky.
I'm
Well,
gonna take a big swig from my alchemy jug.
but
You know,
I'm
I'm kind of offended that you think I would eat people.
Yeah.
That's not very
It's
nice.
Well,
not cool.
apologies. We didn't know you.
yeah, I'm sorry we didn't enter the proper way. But I am glad that we've gotten to meet you, and I'm sorry to hear about Creeping Lynn.
Yeah.
You and many others are being tormented by this Creeping Lynn.
Well, as I said, I believe what you told me. That you're not here to help her. Hmm. A moment to confer with my companions, if you would.
That's no problem. I gotta stretch out my hip. I think I was laying on something weird.
He speaks with the one that's on his shoulder. They have a conversation in language that I don't think any of you would know. Let me see. Actually, do any of you speak Sylvan?
Yes.
I do.
Okay.
I think I do. Yes, I do.
Me
Okay.
too.
They're not having like an outright conversation loudly. They're quietly talking. Give me perception checks, and we'll see if you guys can hear what they're saying. For those who speak Sylvan.
Perception. Boop.
Uh,
15.
13 plus 3 for 16.
Excuse
So
me.
15, 16, 16?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You can't quite make it out, but you get that he's explaining that that he feels you're trustworthy. And also that you could possibly help, and that they should trust you. there's a conversation back, though. You get that there's something about testing, a test. Molliver turns around to you and says, "So, here's the deal. If you're willing to pass the test set before you, we can show you a secret route into the Motherhorn. All you have to do to pass the test is cross the Rivenwash Chasm. It's a large cut in the earth to which the Briganocks hurl malignant wish stones. Those born out of evil wishes throws them down into that part. Come, we'll show you the way." And
I'm gonna head over to Mr. Percival and root around in their bag and present him with some dill.
Dill.
Here's the dill.
Dill.
Ah,
Uh, uh, uh,
that's groan worthy.
God, I need to know something. Did the Korreds mention what the hack has done to them? Some, I know it's got something to do with the hair.
Yeah, they lend her their hair so she could work her infernal contraptions, is what we understand.
Hmm.
Does anyone remember the actual story? What's going on there?
It's by force. I think. My notes for Fanny is so bad.
Yeah, she's not. They're not
They-
giving it to her. They are. She took it by
Just-
force.
Just taking it, okay?
Right.
Because I wrote down. Oh man, they're ripping that hair out.
Yep.
Okay, I wasn't sure that was just me being me.
Nope. You are on the right
Okay.
path. That is.
Well,
Okay.
I don't think the Korreds are helping her by choice.
What do you mean?
Well, like you said, we spoke with the Korreds. We met them, and they actually have a very similar situation that you have. With being taken advantage of. Very invasive and abusive force of control that this creeping Lin is putting on them, just as you have.
Mm,
You mentioned the hair. They're not giving the hair. I believe that she's taking that from
She's
them.
forcing him to do so. She
Yes.
truly is the wickedest of them all.
And I think that is, I believe that probably is what we're trying to do, is put a stop to this in the best way that we can. They are strong, but if we're able to band together, work together, all come to an agreement,
Mm-hmm.
putting aside our differences for a good cause, it could mean a better future for many. If that makes sense. It won't be easy. So, your help, your guidance is really appreciated.
Hmm.
Just as they have given us guidance as well. Talking about the huge lightning things on the mountains, and how that.
So you're saying that they're victims of all of this as well?
That
then
seems
I
to
say
be the understanding.
perhaps we should set up a meeting with the Korreds. What do you think, Trig? And you see the Briganock nod its little head up and down. Speaking of Briganock, let me come to the journal here real quick and give you guys a picture of what the Briganocks look like.
Yes. Show me what I'm supposedly snacking on.
This is the entrance to the mine. I just showed you guys that image. Give me 1 second here. That is a Briganock. There you go. It's in your journal.
Tasty.
And they're about the size. They're about the size of a mouse.
Oh my gosh.
So they're super tiny.
Okay, I was imagining them like the things from the Dark Crystal, the fizz gig.
Mm-hmm. Now you see what they look like.
I want to try and make friends.
Absolutely.
I want to lean down and stick my hands out and in Sylvan go, "Hi, what's your name? I'm Noodle."
The one in the boot like tucks back a little bit before leaning upwards and says, "Hola."
It's nice to meet you. I promise I won't eat you.
It seems to relax a little bit and come out of the boot. Molliver says, "Well, it looks like we've a bit of work to do between us and the Korreds. We'll have a meeting and see if we can't get this all sorted out. Thank you for telling us the truth.
Say,
I hope the Korreds will hear us as well. Perhaps if you were there to sit in on it."
I think that would be fine. Right, group? I kind of have an idea.
Ooh, let's hear it.
The Perytons, you're small, but yet you're mighty, right? You're the ones that have been doing a lot of mining, so you have very strong arms.
Yeah, indeed, they do.
See, the Korreds mentioned these big things on top of the mountains. They're like lightning rods.
Those things that are power and contraptions, we've seen them, yeah.
Yes. Well, if you're saying that she's at Motherhorn,
Mhm.
and your friend is there, I'm guessing that with the pattern of how my groups our groups has been adventuring, we're probably going to end up there at some point. Because we're really good at stirring up trouble for the hags.
Mm-hmm.
I think
She is one.
with us, and us serving us some distraction over there, and see if we can find your friend. If you two groups can work together to take down some of those rods and weaken her contraptions, these terrible contraptions you speak of. Maybe putting in that strength, that work that she's been forcing you to do, you direct that strength and that frustration towards those rods. Same with the cords in their hair. Maybe they can also help and build their own thing to help you. A device or tools, like a pulley system, anything. Maybe to take down those rods one at a time or split into groups, parties. Just as
Teamwork.
we are. Yes, teamwork.
It makes the dream work.
And maybe if you see those big mummer birds, if they're able to help out, they love to perform. So maybe starting off with that and showing them some appreciation. And maybe they're strong enough to maybe carry things up the mountain, or you guys are pretty big, and especially for like the smaller folk, it's a great way for transportation if they're willing to help out if you see them. Sorry, I'm pushing out a lot of information all at once, but
Well, let's have them start small and have a meeting. You
yes.
all take a rest while we organize the rest of it. And
Alright.
they lead you to a large cavern that will allow you guys to take a long rest while they get things organized. Everybody go ahead and take a long rest. If you have hit points that are lost or things that you've used that need to be restored, go ahead and do so now.
Okay.
As you finish your rest, Molliver comes in and says, well, we've good news. We were able to coordinate a meeting with them folk, and they've all agreed as long as you are going to act as some sort of mediator, and then it'll all be fine with it. So what do you say?
Sure.
You're going to mediate for them. Excellent.
I have
And
just
you are...
the thing.
Uh-huh.
I just pick up my jug and go, wine.
Wine.
Good choice.
You are led outside of the mine, and you can see the Queen of the Korreds, along with several of the Briganock, all come to meet. A conversation is had in Sylvan, talking about the grievances that they have with one another and the grievances that they have with Creeping Lynn. How they were all done wrong. That's tense at first, but eventually you see they all agree to come together. Hands are shaken, and agreements are made to come to your aid if there's need of it. You are eventually led back down far underneath the cavern of the mine. Excuse me. As you continue on, you're led through a route, and Molliver and their Briganock companions come to a stop, a chasm in the ground. The route ends at this gaping chasm. On the far side, you can see a grotto full of stalactites and stalagmites. A truss bridge constructed of intricate wooden struts and beams spans the 100-foot gap across the chasm. Beneath the bridge is darkness, dotted with purple lights. Well, declares Muller, there we are, jolly old Rivenwish chasm. Best stay on the bridge and not dilly-dally. The bridge itself is 5 feet long and 5 feet wide and 100 feet long. Each 5-foot section of you can see where it's like roped off into 5-foot sections. Hang on a second here. Interesting.
Oh no.
Don't you
I
love
love
it when
when
I just
there's a long pause
laugh?
followed by that.
By the way, just so you know, this is Molliver. Just so you have that image.
Oh,
So, the bridge stands before you. What are you doing?
Well, we probably should cross, yeah?
Who wants to go first?
I don't mind going first.
I
I'll
can do
Second
it.
guess, I feel like maybe just to make sure everyone is crossing the bridge properly, I should be in the back.
I'll go first.
Maybe the heaviest should go first.
Oh, that's a good point.
I'll go first.
You suggested it.
Oh,
Well, I will pat
I'm
you on
being
the back of the
personal.
calf. You got this.
Good luck.
Have fun storming the bridge.
And I
Shrek,
could
I'm
also
looking
go as
down.
the second heaviest, just in
Mm.
case.
No.
No.
Gosh, I think the goat weighs more than you, Willerin. You need to eat more.
Don't make fun of person.
I could wait for my height.
Well, I haven't seen you eat some carbs in a while.
Did you just say you haven't seen them eat some carbs in a while? You're ridiculous. All right. So, who's leading the way?
Me.
Yeah.
6.
Little six. I give a little pat like on his arm, and I was like, "You got this. Just don't look down." And I give a bardic inspiration.
All right. Off you go. Crossing the chasm, leading the way.
It's an extra D8 if you need it.
Thank you.
Are you just going to take it at a mild jog or a run or a walk?
A mad dash. No.
Yeah, get a mad dash across the bridge. It's a 100-foot yard. It's a 100-yard dash. Not even 100 yards. It's 100 foot.
Oh, that's easy.
Have to be a track star.
I can almost do that.
That's how I cross bridges.
No, I'll
You
walk
just
normally.
run like crazy. Is that what you do normally?
Yeah.
The rope bridge starts swinging wildly. You're like, oh, this is fine.
Keep going faster.
No, it's
That's the object is to
Chihiro.
go faster.
Is Chihiro from Spirited Away going down the steps, just flying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
I walk.
You walk. All right. Is everybody else following closely behind?
Maybe not so close.
All right.
Sure, we'll give you some space.
Is there a rail?
There is. The rope's attached to it.
Make sure you hold the ropes. Both hands on the rails. Don't do anything funny, Sticks.
Keep all hands and feet inside the ride.
She says that, and I give her a look of like, considering it now.
As you approach, the bridge is slightly swaying, and you see something underneath the bridge. Engulfed in flames, you think it looks like skulls. And as you get to just about the midway point, you're just not quite to it yet, but as you get close to it, you see them pop up on either side, floating, these flaming skulls, each of them floating 10 feet above the bridge. You watch as they start to take aim. You've got a split second to do. What are you going to do? You going
I
to push
will-
forward or try to go back? Or are you going to jump off the edge?
Nope. Jump. Crying. I
Crying
can't
is a free
shoot
action.
them.
I mean, you can absolutely try to attack them if you want to.
Are you doing this to
Crying
me?
is always a free action.
Crying?
Crying is a free action, yes.
I will take aim and attempt to shoot them.
Okay. Okay. Let's do this. Go ahead and roll to attack.
Okay.
You can do it, Sticks.
And I can just attack normally, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you weren't surprised for. Just go ahead and roll and attack normally.
2 and then 3.
Hot damn.
Wow.
No shit, right? How many attacks is that? 3?
Yeah.
All right,
Sticks
go
has
ahead
been
and,
itching since we woke up. Hot shit.
It's been a long time since I killed me a creature.
I'd
So I get
say
that itch.
2 shots for one and then 1 for the second.
Okay. Go ahead. All of those are going to hit, so go ahead and roll damage for me.
Where'd my attack go?
So 30 points of damage. Did that count into the critical?
I'm not sure.
Click
I
on the
just-
word longbow for the crit says.
Okay.
Okay. So we'll say it was that first one was 10. So not 9, but 10. So that's 21. That's 31 points of damage on that first volley of arrows. You're a monster. You watch as it boom, 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 each one of them slams into it. It like rocks in the air, but you keep cracking it and hit with the next arrow, hit with a third arrow, drawing them and firing them as fast as you can. All right. Let's go ahead and have everybody roll initiative for me, okay?
Woo. Oh,
Oh, I guess I already clicked it once. Sorry.
Okay.
18.
Dang, Jay. Six.
You.
So Jay, Sticks, Willerin, Noodle, what'd you have? 9? Okay. Is that everybody? Fanny? Do you have yours? 9? Okay. I don't have personal. That's okay. I don't have Circuit Turnip. That's okay. Let's see. Noodle and Fanny, you have the same roll. Who wants to go first?
I'll let Noodle, because I got a -1 modifier.
Okay. All right. You see the 3 skulls looking like they're going to retaliate. Jay, you're up first. You're just about to the midpoint of the bridge. Actually, you're back a little bit further.
Okay.
You can see the midpoint of the bridge, and they're all hovering just at the midpoint there. What are you gonna do?
That is a great question.
Generally is, yes.
Yeah. I don't have much for. I don't have any ranged weapons. But I do have a fog cloud. I'm gonna turn to the party. Guys, do you think we should make a break for it or fight them?
Let's make a break. Break it.
Okay, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna try to cast the fog cloud as I guess above our heads if I can, in the general like vicinity of these skulls. So I'll move towards them and cast fog cloud.
Okay. What's the area of effect on fog cloud?
Let's see here. 100 and it says 20 feet is the area.
Okay. So it's a 20-foot cube, square.
I think circle.
Okay. So the way fog cloud is going to work, just so you know, and I'm not surprising you with that.
Okay.
When you cast fog cloud, it does what fog does, which is it goes towards the ground, just to hang in the air.
Ah, that makes sense.
So
Let's
it
still give it a try.
okay, yeah, absolutely. You create a 20-foot radius sphere of fog, so that would be a 40-foot diameter, centered on a point within range. The sphere spreads around corners and its area is heavily obscured. It lasts for the duration or until wind of moderate or greater speed of at least 10 miles per hour disperses it.
No one blow
So,
on this.
I got nervous gas. I can't make any promises.
Okay, so I'm gonna cast that.
okay.
Um,
So it's verbal and somatic, no material components. You speak your words and you throw it out. You can put it up high, and I'll say it doesn't immediately like sink down into the chasm. It starts up above them and obscures them for this turn.
cool.
It also obscures you from one another.
Makes sense. Okay. So I'm gonna move down the bridge as far as I can, and that'll be the end of my turn.
All right. So you cast it, and you're going to make your way down the bridge. Is that correct?
Yeah. Oh, these
Okay.
guys are hot-headed.
Ah.
That's a good one.
All right. They don't seem to do anything or say anything as you move past them. Next up is Styx. They are currently in a fog cloud. So the good news is you can't see them. Or the bad news is they can't see. You can't see them. The good news is they can't see.
They're safe from me for now.
You just took
Just for
out their
now.
worst enemy, the archer.
I didn't think of that.
Uh, all right, I guess I will move along the bridge then.
All right, moving right along. How far are you on your full speed?
Yeah.
Are you gonna double move?
Yeah. Question mark? What's the question?
You can double move using your movement and your action, or you can just move your normal speed. want
I'll
to.
double move.
Okay. Chugling right along as you double move, dashing underneath them. You come across the other side, and all of a sudden you hear a, "Oh, congratulations on making it this far. You've done quite well. Very well done, very well done." And it seems to be coming out to you in Sylvan.
Mm. From what specifically?
You're being congratulated.
By who?
It seems like the Flaming Skulls.
Oh,
It's voices you haven't heard before.
okay.
The one
But
with
from
an
the
arrow
direction,
like through it. You're doing great.
yes, stuck in its skull. You're doing wonderful. Good job. Keep going. And they seem to ignore you. All right, next up.
I'm a little confused, but I'll
It's
let it
okay.
go.
Willerin, you're up next. They are still obscured.
Okay. E- I will hold on. I have a thing that I remembered I had. So hold on. I have it, but I'm also like, can I cast it? Or higher levels. Okay. No. Okay. I was thinking about casting a spell, but I don't feel like it
Okay.
anymore.
You're past that point in your life.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's not what I want. It's not enough chaos.
Oh.
It's not the chaos I desire.
This is not the
Okay.
chaos you were looking for.
No, it's
I'm now
not.
far more curious.
It's not the chaos we deserve.
I wanted it to be extra chaotic, but unfortunately there is no extra chaotic in this sauce.
You've got like the Diet Coke of chaos.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
No sugar, but way too much carbonation.
How much?
Okay, that works.
None of my weapons are ranged. Need to invest in a ranged weapon. Or maybe. I will. Oh no, they can't see that. Never mind. Okay, I'm gonna double move.
Okay.
That's fine. I'm just gonna double move and make it as far as I can.
All right, you get past the midway point and catch up to your boo thing there.
My what?
You know what I said.
Oh.
The flame skulls are next,
Oh.
and they fly forward out of the schmook, out of the fog, and don't pay any mind to Styx or Willerin, but they start to aim towards Noodle and Fanny and Jay. Wait, Jay, did you move forward?
Yeah, as far as
Yeah.
I could.
You cast and then moved. Okay. I'm going to say you made it past the halfway point. They don't pay any attention to
Oh.
Jay, Styx, or Willerin, but they look at Noodle and Fanny. And unfortunately, Noodle, Fanny, this is where things get rough. One of them has an arrow in its skull, but it still looks at you and fires ray beams at you.
Ah!
First one toward Noodle, a natural 20 for a 25. 18 points of fire damage.
Can I attempt to deflect missile? Is that something that would work?
Oh, it's a range spell attack. As badass as you
Oh.
are, I'm not gonna let you deflect a range spell. Melts, it just catches Mel's minute or Mel's acid arrow and throws it back. That would be the best monk move ever.
Silvery barbs.
So what's that? Silvery barbs. Okay.
Yep.
Does that mean I have to roll it again?
Yeah.
Okay. The next roll was a total of a 20.
It definitely
It's
hits.
not natural.
It's not natural. So you cancel out the natural 20. That's going to be 11 damage. Fire damage. And then
it smells awful now.
Okay.
Noodle, you have advantage.
Ooh.
The next eye beam is only 10 to hit, so that misses. The next one is going to cast. Yeah, we're going to do it. Fireball. I need both of you to give me dexterity saving throws.
24. 5.
You both succeeded. You have
Oh.
evasion at this level?
I don't think so.
Okay.
I don't see it on my sheet, but I'm gonna go check monk really quick.
Level 7
Yes, it is level 7 for monk.
for monks.
Yep.
One level
And
away.
rogues. Yep.
Yep.
You're both going to take 13 points of fire damage. And it was such a fun thing. We're going to do it again. The last of the flame skulls blashed you with another one. Another dexterity save from both of you.
Yeah.
Just remember, like I said at the very beginning, I like you all.
That is a 20.
Okay, you both succeed again
Oh,
for
okay.
12 points of damage this time. How you doing?
I'm on my feet, but
How's
ooh.
Fanny doing?
I'm okay.
I don't like the way she said that.
A little
I'm
crispy.
Not
okay.
convincing.
I'm alive.
She's
I'm
just
okay.
over there, smoke coming off of her.
I've felt this before, but that was right underneath my ass, so this is nothing.
Her glasses are askew. She's got soot all over her face.
Yeah.
Okay, that is their turn though. That leads us to Noodle.
I am singed to all
Noodle
hell.
just curls up in the fetal position and rocks back and forth.
I just go across the bridge on my hands and knees. God.
I believe in you, Fanny. And I am going to double move and Misty Step to just immediately go to the other side of the bridge.
Okay, you're just gonna you got this, kid.
Get like 3/4 of the way across the bridge, look around, and then blink next to where Styx is.
Just all the way on the other side. You're like, hey, Fanny's back there, by the way.
I am like smoldering and smoking. I just appear next to you, Styx.
You just straight up left that old lady behind. You didn't give a shit about her.
Where's Fanny?
Yeah.
I'm over here.
I'm okay.
I'm okay.
All right,
Ah,
Fanny,
shit.
it's your turn.
How far am I to safety?
You're about 30 feet from, because of how you guys are spread out. Where were you at in the marching order? Middle?
Oh, the way in the back.
Okay.
Right.
So there are
Clarification,
6 of you.
were we on the bridge already before I started
Yes.
my move?
Yes.
Okay, then I did
Because-
not need to Misty Step because my movement is 90 if I double move.
Yeah, you guys were the midway point, just before the midway point, like 5 feet before it, is when they came out. And that's where Styx started this at. If there's 5 feet between each of you, you were 20 feet on the bridge before they popped up, or 15 feet on the bridge. Because 5 times 6 is 30, plus 15 feet for being on the bridge, it's 45. Fanny, you were at the very end, which means you would have only been 15, 25, 30, no, 25 feet from the middle point of the bridge. So if you move and then use your action to double move, you'll be past the midway point.
Oh, I would have done my turn differently. I thought I was at the beginning of the bridge.
Oh,
Nope.
Well, too late now.
I don't like bridges. I really don't like high bridges. With wobbly legs and stand back up and hold in the rope railing with dear life.
Okay.
I would like to make my move.
Yeah, what are you gonna do?
Let's see. I am going to book it to the group.
All right. Double
I go-
moving.
Yes, and sticking low. Maybe if I stick low in this fog,
Serpentine.
as low as I
On
can
this-
go, which is
On
like
this
not
little
much. I can't
5-foot
bend
path,
down
just
much.
weaving back and forth sporadically.
Oh, oh, bob and weave, bob and weave. Holy shit! Holy shit!
Took her like hiking up her
Run,
skirt as
Penny.
she
Get me
runs.
off this!
Yes.
Holy shit!
She picked the perfect day to not wear the bustle. All right. As you get across the midway point, all of the flaming skulls turn and look at all of you. And you hear them say, "Very well done. You've made it past the midway point. Congratulations on coming that far." And then they sort of drift back underneath the bridge.
Fanny just
What?
starts yelling at them. You freaking! What the heck was that for? You rotten huckleberry smelling mud pie! You get back here!
Jay, you need to plug your ears. She's using the foulest of languages.
Whoa! You're worse
She
than the
called him a
grind
huckleberry.
between freaking frog's toes, and I know what that's like, and you're worse! You're worse, I tell you! Oh,
I don't
you
know
moldy
why.
cheese underneath the freaking chamber pot!
The movie Christmas Story just comes to mind of the dad screaming at the furnace downstairs.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh my.
A
My
deluge
hair is
of
just-
profanity.
Oh
Fanny
my
turns
gosh.
around to look at the group, and you just see all that black soot on her face. But like behind her glasses is her skin doesn't have the soot.
Yes.
So I gotta clean my glasses off.
Like
Oh,
it's
no.
all just like smoked out of there.
I'd like to take a moment to just lean down and start like helping wipe off Fanny's face from all the soot.
Ooh.
I'd like to take a moment for her eyebrows. Just of silence.
She's gonna take a moment to take them back on.
Yeah.
Honestly, I have something on me.
They
that
look
can
like
help grow them
Groucho
in.
eyebrows. Preston did you take them back on, but they're like Groucho eyebrows.
Yeah. Oh gosh.
Oh,
And make them extra angry looking.
Just sketch them on, making
Yes.
them angry looking.
Thank
Alright.
you, Winterrin.
As you make your way to the other side, you find yourselves in a grotto. The center of the grotto is a piebald pony wearing blinders. A small wooden hut is strapped to its back, and a faint clatter can be heard from inside the hut.
I take a second to roll around on the ground to put out whatever smoldering fur is still going.
And what prestidigitate? Noodle
You're
too.
still kind of cooking.
I got you, Noodle.
As you approach, the door swings open. Actually, and a tiny, wrinkled creature hobbles into view, accompanied by a wispy bulb of light. It's a Briganock, but it's the oldest Briganock you could have ever imagined. It peers at you through tiny spectacles and says in comment, "Big folk! How wonderful!"
Hello.
"Welcome. My name is Oben."
Hi, I'm Jay.
"This here's Koenig." And he pats the pony tenderly.
That's cute.
"What brings you here?"
We're on this secret tunnel. Oh, am I supposed to keep that a secret? This is a secret tunnel.
"Yeah,
Oh, yeah, you want to find that way into Creeping Lynn's Theater of Terror.
Oh gosh.
Yeah, it's a dreadful place indeed. I tell you what, we'll make a trade. I'll share with you the knowledge of the location of the tunnel in exchange for something that might benefit me and my fellow Briganox. Or I'll take some tasty food if you're having some. And he kind of like rubs his tummy.
We got that for sure. Well, we did. I don't know if you've heard if the news travels fast. I think it will come to some benefit for you and many others, but recently, with Bolivar and the leaders of with the Korreds, they've come to an agreement, and I don't believe they're fighting anymore.
Oh, that is good news indeed. Well, that will suffice. I believe we will call it even. Come on, have a seat. We'll set up something to eat. That is, if we have something.
Oh, we do. Oh, we do.
Excellent.
I turn to the kitchen pot paladin.
Mm.
Warrior.
The kitchen pot paladin. Nope, I love that. You guys take a moment to set up, and he shares stories about all that he knows, giving you the instructions on how to get there, but more importantly, just talking in general about the things. He talks about how the Briganox shape and cut wish stones into sparkling gems. And he says, I've got 3 of them right here in the hut, neatly laid out on a tiny rug. He's appraised the gemstones, and he's awaiting for their rightful Briganock owners to return and collect them. But he says he knows what they're worth. And as you sit and sup, reheal, and take your time, that's where we're going to come to a conclusion. As you talk with Obed.
Oh,
I want to thank all of my players and all of the viewers for coming out tonight. Again, if you weren't here at the beginning, this is going to be the last game for a little bit. We're taking a hiatus for an unknown length of time. However, we will be letting everybody know when we're coming back. Don't forget, we just added new merchandise, and we still have plenty of games going on. Tuesday nights, Wednesday nights, Thursday nights. And if anybody would like to step into the shoes here and take a role as a DM on Monday nights, feel free to reach out to Otter and let him know. Don't forget, Baldur's Gate 3 has a big patch coming up, as well as that collector's edition that's out there. Go check out Dragonlance Shadow the Dragon Queen, and take care of yourselves, and take care of each other. Until the next time, have a great night.
Bye.
So stick around for the raid.
Raid.
Braid.
Bye.